Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel a chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place. Cause the love you give, it can't be replaced. See, no one else can do what you do. That's why
I mean, I had my worries because I have 3 children, but not only do I have 3, they're the age difference in them all. You know, we have one that's damn near grown and on her way out the door. We have one that is in preteen phases, and then we have, Turian. I mean, he a buck, but he ain't a buck. I would consider Brave as the buck, right?
Yeah.
So what would you consider?
So you got. I would consider Torian just a kid. And
right.
Brave would be the baby. At 3, he 3, so it's like he's still a baby, you know.
Yeah.
But and then you got kid, child. That's Torian, and you feel me, coming in at what 8.
Yeah.
Then you got Jay coming in at 14. That's a teenager. Then you got, Honesty coming in at 17. That's basically, that step to being a adult.
She on her way out.
So it's like the stages, we getting it from each stage as the kids that you feel me that's there. Like, so we experiencing each stage of a child,
So for me, it was like, all right, I have Torian, that's my baby. He's my sweetheart. He's going to accept anybody that is nice to his mommy. Like, Torian is my lover boy. Hey, how you doing? He want to give you endless hugs. I say, hey, meet Dante, and Tori all in. If my mom like you, my mom accept you, then all right, cool. I don't have no reason not to like you unless you show me something that makes me not like you, right? Then we have Jay, who's kind of like, what's up? Like, my mom introducing me to you, but I don't really know what you're here for, so I want to make sure that you ain't here to run game for real. So I got one eye open, and I'm playing possum a little bit, acting like I don't know what's going on, but I'm really watching your every move. And then you got Honesty that's just like, fuck these niggas. Like, you got Honesty that's just like, I don't know you for real. Like, Honesty is more the standoffish out of all of them. Jay going,
I
trying
feel
to
like
see what's
everybody, when I first came to meet him, you described everybody, each and every one of their reactions to a point. Like, it was like spot on. Like, you ain't missed. Like, every reaction that they gave was the exact same thing that you said they was gonna do.
Yeah,
but you ain't tell me that Jay was gonna shake my hand that damn hard. You feel me? You ready for a nice little, hey, how you doing? Like, give me my damn hand back. You grab my hand like you a 35-year-old man.
I didn't even know Jay was. I didn't even know Jay.
I'm like, all right.
Shook a man hand that hard, but at least he talked well.
But yeah, that's exactly what I said. I said, okay, he's been around some old heads. He had to be around his grandfather or something. And as the time went on, he acts just like it. You feel me, an old head.
Yeah, for real.
He out there on that rocking chair, and you feel me. In the morning
Jay
time, he that bull when it comes to
when Jay get older, whoever he date, she gonna have to be right. She gonna have to come correct. She can't come half stepping.
Cause he
above his
roll
time.
Jacket, don't you come back?
And he'll play that song and know all the lyrics.
And
okay,
all of them. While he packing your shit to
okay.
go out the door.
Okay.
Don't try to think that you about to be Beyonce to the left. No, sir.
Yeah. Nah, that ain't Jay. But it was, I didn't, again, I always say that you my old head. I've always felt like you're older than me. I'm older than him, y'all. Like, it ain't that much of a stretch, but
Couple months.
He my old head for real, but he my young boy too.
Get out of here.
Say nah. So
It's either one of those. They ain't
no,
gonna
you
hurt.
my old head. You my old head. Even though I'm older than you, you still my old head. You give me a lot of wisdom.
Yo.
Yeah, I like.
So I'm the old head.
Yeah,
All right, I'll take it.
yeah, you the old head. You teach me a lot. You guide me. You lead me. I like it. I like it. But I wasn't sure because Brave is your first child, right? And I wasn't 100% familiar with your background. Like you gave me logistics, like okay, I come from a background with this many siblings, but I didn't know your background, right? I just knew like an outline, and so I wasn't sure how you would perceive me having 3 children, right? I knew you followed me on social media. By the way, he slid in my DM. That's how the DM connected us, okay?
Oh, man.
But yeah, so because you follow me on social media, you already knew how many children.
Until this day, she still ain't never following me back.
You already knew how many children, how many children that I have prior to you sliding in my DM. So you already had an idea of what you were about to walk into. But even though you had an idea of what you were about to walk into, it's still like when you I can't speak for nobody else, but for me as a woman, as someone who had a child at 13, as someone who is an adult now and had 3 children by 3 different men, and I'm not in a relationship with neither one of them, there's a stigma. And with that stigma, it's always, okay, why are you single? You can't keep a man. You know, you had a child at 13. You was out here in these streets. It's a stigma behind my outer appearance, right? Is that what I want to say? Okay, it's a stigma when you judge the book by just seeing the cover, but not knowing all that goes into it. And so when people, hear my story, it's like, okay, all right, now I kind of understand, right? But all in all, for me, it's like for people who don't know me at all, I still have to introduce myself. I still have to tell parts of my story for people to understand. I still have to, connect the dots for them. Like how we were at the film festival and we were like, we got 4 kids and they were asking our ages and, the boy was in the background trying to just and just figure it out and try and put 2 and 2 together. But he really wanted to ask, but he didn't want to come off like passive. So he kind of was like tiptoeing around it. But like Dante, like shut that shit down, was just like, look, I got 4 kids. That's it. That's all you need to know. It ain't no more for you to know. But just that in general. So with us and you coming into my life, knowing that I had 3 children, it was kind of like I was nervous. I wasn't afraid, but I was still nervous, not knowing what to expect from you, if you would accept my children, because that's big. When you blend in a family, or when you have children and you're dealing with someone, you gotta make sure that all parties are involved. All parties involved are satisfied or happy. There's an equal balance of everything. It can't be, oh, I'm so lovey-dovey, I'm so in love with you that I forget the importance of the kids and how they feel. So it was important to me to know that I was getting in a relationship with someone who accepted me and accepted my children. And it was important for me to show him that, hey, I do want to be in a relationship with you and I'm going to accept your child as my own. I've always had my mind wrapped around, these are my children, and I can't expect for you to do more for my children than what their own fathers are willing to do. I always felt like these are my children, these are my responsibilities, so I can't expect you to do anything for them that I can't do for them. These are my babies, so these are this is my responsibility. I can't expect you to show up for them mentally, physically, and emotionally.